What's going on, you guys? It's Perry the Entertainer back again for another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a quick look at WWE Night of Champions, which was the pay-per-view that we saw last night on the WWE Network for just $9.99. Or you guys probably ordered the pay-per-view for $60, or hell, you watched it illegally online, but somehow you watched it and you came across this video. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. But before we do that, I want to ask you guys to click the links down in the description box. I'm not even going to say anything because we have a whole lot of stuff to get through in this video. So other than follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the show, and check out my the Nation group page, everything is down in the description box below. You can also go check out a review that I did right after Night of Champions with a group of buddies of mine. They're down in the description box as well. That link is down in the description. And let's get right down to business. We kicked off the actual show with the Peep Show with Christian. Christian finally returned with Chris Jericho. Mainly it was more so to basically, have a good time, relax, chill, and watch the pay-per-view. Nothing really to pay attention to in the pre-show, so that you guys can just relax and sit through 3 hours of basically a Monday Night Raw. But it was used for that, and it was also used to get the Randy Orton, Chris Jericho feud over a little bit more for build-up and everything. So all in all, I think it went pretty well, and let's keep going here. We kicked off the actual show with a tag team title match between Goldust, Cody Rhodes, the challengers, taking on the Usos. I thought it was a very, very good match. I think that the build-up to it has been pretty well so far. I'm not a big fan of the heel turn, and I was not a big fan of the finish at first, but now that I kind of think about it, if you want to keep the feud going, this is exactly what you do. You stall a lot of time so that when the Ascension comes up, I know I've been making this excuse for the tag division for quite some time, but once the Ascension comes up, this is going to be the big payoff. Maybe Cody and Goldust turn back into baby faces and attack the Ascension, or hell, maybe the Ascension come up as baby faces, but I think either way, the Usos are going to somehow win the belt back, and then they'll be the ones to lose it to the Ascension. But all in all, very good match here. Cody gets the win with a roll-up, and new tag team champions Gold and Stardust. Yes, the first time I actually said it, but that's the name of their tag team, so we got to go with it. Up next was the Intercontinental Championship, I believe. Or hold on, let me check. Yes, the Intercontinental, or the United States Championship, excuse me. Sheamus versus Cesaro. Another very, very good match with a lot of stiff blows, reversals back and forth, a lot of sequences which were really, really well put together. I said that these two have incredible chemistry together, and they definitely showed it. I think that this was better than the one that I saw at Payback, back in the Allstate Arena at Payback. I thought it was very, very good. But the ending with Sheamus getting the surprise bro kick, we've seen it before, so I understand, you still have to make Sheamus look strong, but Cesaro looked very strong in this loss. So if they keep this going and eventually have Cesaro down the road win the belt, I think that would be perfect. It would be awesome to do. And it's always good to see a U.S. Championship match that with pretty good build-up and two wrestlers who have incredible chemistry together, who can perform and make a solid match out of it. I think they definitely delivered, and Sheamus getting the win, I would be sitting here saying I had a problem with it. I really don't. I really don't. But hopefully somewhere down the road, Cesaro gets the belt, or gets another shot at the belt, because I'd love to see these two fight it out again. Next match, the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. The Miz against Dolph Ziggler. Another pretty good match here. I get a lot of people giving this match flack because of the commentary and everything, and I wasn't really paying attention to the commentary, because if Raw and SmackDown the last few weeks have taught me anything, it's to just mute the damn TV, or mute my laptop, because I didn't have my TV access. Just mute it, because freaking Florida Georgia Line was there and everything, and nobody cared. Nobody cares about it. But I guess it's better than anything Jerry Lawler, Michael Cole, and JBL can do. But adding two other buffoons on there who don't know shit about the product, and then have a little spot with them and Damian Mizdow, it was pretty stupid. I think that took away from the match itself. But we have a new Intercontinental Championship in The Miz in his fourth title reign. And the reason I'm saying that is because on the review that I did with my buddies, I said third by accident, and I completely didn't mean it. I meant to say fourth, and I apologize. You guys know how big of a Miz fan that I am, so for me to make some stupid and careless mistake like that really upsets me, you know. So all in all, I thought it was a pretty good match. I mean, the ones that we've gotten on Raw and at SummerSlam, I think were a little better. I think that if they took time and put build up on it, because the build up to this match was absolutely awful. You had the nude leaks, the celebrity nudes that have been coming out over the last couple weeks. You had to use that to build up, and you used this stupid stunt doubles thing. Like, that's not build up. Especially do an IC championship match where these two have proved to us that they can take the house down. All in all, I think the U.S. Championship was the better mid-card match of the night. But I'm pretty happy to see that The Miz is now the new Intercontinental Champion. Up next, we had Seth Rollins against Roman Reigns, and if you guys didn't know already, Roman Reigns is he has an incarcerated hernia. He had to have emergency surgery on it, I believe, on Saturday, so he was unable to participate at Night of Champions. So Seth Rollins did what he did at Battleground and basically did the whole, count to 10. If he doesn't or if he doesn't come till 10, you raise my hand in victory and I win. Ref gets to 10, rings the bell, Seth Rollins wins, raises his hand and everything. Then Seth Rollins declares an open challenge to anybody in the back in the locker room, anybody who wants to take a step up and face Mr. Money in the Bank, and none other than Dean Ambrose makes his return and just beats the living crap out of Seth Rollins. Everybody on Twitter was going nuts. Everybody I was talking to was going nuts. It was a great moment. I feel that they did kind of rush it. They kind of rushed Dean Ambrose coming back because of Roman Reigns going down with the injury, but I didn't mind it really at all. I like Dean Ambrose. He's in my top 3 right now. If I had to actually make a top 3, because I can't freaking pick a favorite now that Punk's gone, so I can't really pick a favorite. It's still been kind of up in the air to who it's gonna be, but Dean Ambrose is like in that top 3. So what he's been doing really reminds me of Stone Cold. It seems like he really reminds me of what Stone Cold did to Vince back in the 90s. Like that's how much this guy is really reminding me my love for the product. You know what I mean? So eventually he gets like taken out or something. He gets like arrested, quote unquote, with those little plastic handcuffs and everything. And they took him out of the arena. Seth went to the back. They challenged, and then that's how that went. But that was a pretty good moment, though, to see Dean Ambrose is back. They reunited the Seth Rollins-Dean Ambrose feud, so now we're going to get more gimmick matches between the two. Probably a Hell in a Cell one come Hell in a Cell. Next match, Rusev versus Mark Henry singles match. This was the down point of the night. Really, they put so much high hopes on this match. They ended Raw building this match up, and it did not deliver. In fact, Mark Henry actually looked weaker than he did before he went into this damn thing, because the way he lost, he tapped out. At least Jack Swagger passed out to the accolade. Mark Henry tapped out. And yeah, he was in it for a couple seconds or so, but he tapped out. And you're going to give Jack Swagger flack because he didn't tap out and because he passed out in the accolade. But now that Mark Henry let down America, he's the real letdown of America. Like, really? There's no real reason to do a second match between the two, because Mark Henry actually lost this match. I thought that it was going to be like some sort of disqualification so that they can drag out the match, or they can drag out the feud, and that's not what we got. We just got Rusev winning by submission. What good is there to come out of this? There's not really any good. Maybe Mark Henry turns heel later on, but there's no real big payoff here. It just made Rusev look even stronger. So all in all, I guess it was good for the up-and-comer Rusev, and Mark Henry gets no good out of this. He just gets only bad for tapping out. And all in all, it was just a bad match. I thought it was sloppy and everything. So next match, Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho, another singles match. This one was actually very good, despite it being a typical Randy Orton match where it's slow off at start with the headlocks and everything, but right at the end was where it started getting fast paced. There was a lot of good spots, couple hangman DDTs thrown in there, and the ending came with Randy Orton catching Chris Jericho with an RKO off the top rope, which was, I thought it looked pretty nice, but then I was like, if Jericho jumped off and Orton was not there to hit the RKO, what exactly was he trying to do? What move was he trying to do? Because the way he landed like horizontally. Like, was he gonna like spear him, or was he gonna like try and hit the top of his forehead into him or something? I don't know, but all in all, this was a very good match. I would go as far as to say this was an excellent match. I would love to see these two throw it down again, but since looks like it's going to be Jericho's last match on his current run, we're not going to see him for a little bit, so he's going to go promote his stuff with Fozzy and his new book that's coming out. Odds are this is probably the last we see of Jericho for the next couple months, but all in all, it did its job in making Randy Orton look strong. It separated him from the other two henchmen, Corporate Kane and Seth Rollins, and it kind of gave Randy Orton a little bit more of a personality now that he's kind of the top, quote unquote, the top guy in the authority. So maybe he starts something with Christian, or they do a face turn with Randy Orton. I don't really, I'm not gonna say I don't care, but that's where it looks like Randy Orton's heading. So all in all, very good match here. Divas match, AJ Lee, Paige, and Nikki. Thank you, AJ Lee, Paige, and Nikki for the Divas Championship. I thought this was a very good match, actually. It was about 8 minutes. Nikki played the powerhouse role perfectly. AJ and Paige played the technical wrestlers and everything. And AJ gets the one with the Black Widow on Paige. While I don't agree with the ending while having Paige tap out as the champion, I understand that you don't really want to ruin the momentum that you're putting on Nikki Bella right now. So I completely understand that. That's what you kind of had. If you wanted to, have him hit her with like a Shining Wizard or something, get the pinfall victory, because that would have been a lot better than having Paige kind of tap out. And I know that's her finisher right now was the Black Widow, but all in all, like I said, very good Divas match, probably the best we've seen all year in the WWE at least, because I know TNA's had a couple of great women's wrestling over the last couple weeks with Gail Kim, Taryn Terrell, Havoc, and all this stuff now going on, but all in all, like I said, very good Divas Championship match. Good 8 minutes of just solid action. Like, I'm glad it wasn't just, bikini models just fighting for the fuck of it. Final match of the night, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the rematch from SummerSlam. About a good 15-minute match. Cena got some offense, a little more than he did at SummerSlam, but the ending was... I didn't like the ending at first. It was a disqualification win for John Cena. John Cena ended up getting the victory by disqualification when Seth Rollins came in and basically screwed up the SDF. It looked like it was Brock Lesnar was about to tap. Seth Rollins comes in, hits him with the briefcase, says he's going to cash in on Brock Lesnar, hits him with the curb stomp, hits Brock with a curb stomp, which Brock pretty much, that was a very good, very well sold move there by Brock, but... Rollins goes to cash in. John Cena comes in and beats up Seth Rollins basically, so the bell never rung or something, so Rollins never quote unquote cashed in. He turns around, gets a big F5 by Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar stands tall to end the show. But all in all, I know I've been saying that the entire review, but this was an okay match. It was better than SummerSlam. Cena got offense, which was good. I came into this saying Cena has no chance in hell of winning, and of course, they had to have Cena. They're probably going to drag this out again for another pay-per-view, but I like the fact that they didn't forget that Seth Rollins is the Money in the Bank holder. This guy has a future world championship in his hands. He's got a future world championship match in his hands, and he's not just carrying it around like an accessory. Like, he is ready to cash in whenever. And basically I think this entire main event was more so to promote that, hey, Seth Rollins is still Money in the Bank holder, so he could walk out champion. So I think that's what WWE was trying to per se here, trying to give us this message that Seth Rollins is, here. He's here to win the big one. So I think it was a very good show, despite maybe Mark Henry and Rusev and the DQ finish, which it's okay to have an occasional DQ finish. I thought the show was very good. If I had to rate it out of 10, probably about a good 8 out of 10, a lot better than SummerSlam. And if you guys have the WWE Network for only $9.99, you guys can go check this out anytime. But if you ordered it, well, then I guess you're shit out of luck until somebody uploads it on YouTube, which is completely illegal, by the way, but I'm not condoning it. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to go down in the description box again and go click on the links. Check out our full review where it was a good hour or so where we were just talking about what happened on Night of Champions right after the pay-per-view. Also down there is my sports blog and everything. The Nation group page. Go join the Nation on Facebook. And follow me on Twitter. You're obviously watching this on my channel, so there's no real point to plug the channel. Otherwise, if you are not subbed to it, I definitely recommend you do it because a lot of good content is going to come. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to try and watch Raw tonight. My Bears are playing tonight, so I don't know what exactly is going to go down there. But if I get a chance to watch Raw, I'm definitely going to review it for you guys. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow. Odds are we're probably going to do another live stream tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And that's about it. Let me know what you guys have to say about Night of Champions down in the comment section below. And I'm out. Perry the Entertainer signing out. Peace.